Hey YouTube, Pilot Man X-Plane here, coming to you with another video on the x737 made by eadt.eu. The link will be in the description if you want to download it. So today I'll be showing you how to start up your x737. What you first want to do is go to the overhead panel and move your mouse to the left until you see something over it, left click, and then go to the complete overhead. There you'll see a bunch of panels, but you really want to focus on the top left for this first step. You want to go to the DC battery switch, which is indicated as DC on the bottom, and flick it down, and you'll see some of the lights come on, and then you want to close that safety. Then you want to go to the battery voltage indicator and flick it up twice, and to make sure that it's on the BAT. It's short for battery. And next you're gonna want to go to the standby power, which is one more panel down, and flick it to the right to go on auto, and then close that safety as well. Then, if you have this plugin, which I'm assuming many of you will not, it's called X Pushback. The link will be in the description if you want to download it. But if you do, you'll go to it, and then you'll click on GPU. And if you do not have it, you can download it, or you don't even have to use it. It's just basically what happens in real life, but you don't really need to have it in a flight simulator, and you can just go straight to the auxiliary power units instead of the GPU. Alright, so we just got the warning that the GPU is up and running, and now here, about one more panel lower, you'll see that this light is glowing. So it's hooked up and warming up. I accidentally clicked on the light, which I shouldn't have done, but it's back up and warming up. Okay, so now it's running, and you want to click down on the switch, flick it down, and that'll turn it on. So now we're getting power from the ground, and now our autopilot is turned on, and all of our instruments are on. Okay, so now we're doing that, and we can start getting fuel. So what you want to do is go to the top left, where you got the complete overhead, except go all the way down, and then click on Make Fuel Request. Today I'll be doing manual refuel, but there's also real-time auto refueling and quick refuel. So manual refuel, you go outside the plane and you basically refuel it yourself manually. Pretty obvious. So you will always refuel the outer tanks before the central tank. So I will open that one up and open that one up. Alright, so now we're getting fuel into the inner tanks, and we can go back in the cockpit, and while that's going on, we can turn on our APU, which is auxiliary power unit. So in the all the way bottom panel, you want to flick this switch right here down 1, and then hold it down for 10 seconds. Alright, let go of that, and we can also turn on our heat. We'll turn on our window heat at the moment, and our pitot heat, or probe heat. Alright, so now basically we're just waiting for the APU to go on. Alrighty, and I will just wait for that thing to come on. And when this warning, the low oil pressure warning goes off, that's when the APU will start running. So now we're just waiting for that. Yep, and here goes the APU. And now it's on. So, now to get power from the auxiliary power unit, you want to come to these two switches that it's right here. And this just glowed up, so now we can use it. You want to click down both of these inner switches, and then turn off the ground power unit, so flick it up, and then click on the light. And now the GPU is off and disconnected. Okay, so now we have the APU giving us power, and I will just go outside here, and I think 1800 fuel is just about enough. So wait for this one to get kind of even, I guess. Alright, so now we are back in the cockpit. Yeah, not really pit, but cockpit. And now I'll push back, and I'll see you on the other end. Alrighty, I'm back, and if you wanted to know the plugin that I was using to push back, it was Simple Pushback. The link will also be in the description. Alright, so now that we are all set up, we can now turn on our engines. So what we'll do is turn on all our fuel pumps right here. And if you do not have fuel in the central tank, which I do not, I do not flick these down, because then you'll just be pumping air. So then you do not want to do that. Okay, so now we will pull up these two levers under the throttle, and that's going to help us turn on our engines. And here, these two switches right here are what we're going to use to turn on our engines. So I always do engine 1 first, as you're supposed to do. So push it down, and there we go. And I'll wait 10 or 7 seconds now to turn on the second engine. And now we'll turn on that. So now both of our engines are starting up, and engine 1 has just started up. Now moving up the throttle. And engine 1 has just gone in reverse for some reason. Obviously this is not supposed to happen. I just have a really bad throttle, so this will not happen to you. Okay, and now both of our engines are on, and we can start getting power from our engines. So what we first want to do is go back to the overhead panel, or complete overhead, and go back to those outer switches in the APU generator panel, and push them down. And then you want to go to the inner switches for the APU, and then turn those off. So now we're just getting power from the engines, and now you're ready to fly. And if you set up your FMC or anything like that, you should have done before, but I do not. Well, you can do it now, but I'm not planning on doing a flight at the moment, because I need to get this recording done and upload it. So thanks for watching. My name is Pilot Man Explain. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later.